This is the lesson for how to complete your EBC worksheet. And already I've had that on the board and students have said, Ellicottville Brewing Company. I do that all the time too. I see EBC and we have that restaurant in town and that's what we think of. No, this is for evidence-based claims. So we are getting ready to prepare to write our essay, which I've hinted at what the question is. We're slowly piecing some of these things together. In class, as we finished the novel, we have been coming up with reasons for why Jonas should leave the community or why he should not leave the community. So when we start to use those reasons in our essay, we are going to have to support that. And we've talked about that as we need to support with evidence. We've been gathering evidence throughout the book, and usually that is through quotes. So I'm holding this yellow paper. This paper is going to be passed out to you. If I'm not in the classroom, then a substitute should be giving it to you. If you are sick, there is a digital copy available to you in Teams. Both sides look the same, but they are not. So you need to carefully pay attention to what you see in bold in the spot right here. So we see, why should Jonas leave the community? Why Jonas should not leave the community. So as you gather your evidence, you need to make sure you pay attention to which side of the paper that you're on. So just like when we were discussing this in class, we were not making our decision just yet. You were supporting both, coming up with reasons on both sides. We're going to look for evidence for both sides. That is possible as well before we finally decide what your claim is going to be. So the goal is that in class, we're going to be filling this out over the next few days. You are seated currently in triples instead of partners. So what I'm going to have you do, you can see the board behind me, is I'm going to assign each group particular pages to start with. And when you take your book, so we see the hardcover book, which most 8th graders have, Group A will start on pages 149 to 150. What I would like you to do with your partners is turn to those pages and you're going to reread them. Start with one person to read a paragraph, go to the next person, read a paragraph, and continue through until you read both pages. So there's 2 pages for each set of groups. As you are reading, be paying careful attention for evidence for reasons why, that'll support reasons why Jonas should or should not leave the community. Feel free to stop as you go through. You might find all 3 quotes for, well, you won't find all 6 because we need 3 quotes for why he should, 3 quotes for why he shouldn't. From each set of groups, you're going to find 1 to 2 quotes. So discuss with your partners, stop, record them. So it's set up different than our gathering evidence. You can see across the top here, we see quote from novel. That's the only thing I'm currently asking you to do right now. So as you go through and you read those 2 pages, taking turns with your partners, if you come across a quote, you finish a paragraph, say to each other, oh, that would be a good quote, discuss it, write the quote down. Okay, that is the priority. When your group finishes those 2 pages, let's say you are group A, you're not done for the day. Go on to the second set and become group B. But I'm not going to have everybody doing the exact same pages at the exact same time. It just doesn't work nicely. I want everybody doing different things, thinking through it differently instead of stealing the group next to's ideas. So please rotate in that way. If you are comfortable, at the bottom, we do see my thinking about this detail. How does it connect the condition the community will be in based on Jonas's decision? This is your inferencing, being able to explain it. Please do not do the bottom just yet. I want you to have your quotes filled out, then kind of explain the quotes if you're ready to. We'll talk about them more in class. And then what we see, so this will be last, day 2, day 3, whenever we finish. But if you need to come back to the video to get this information. It says reason to support the claim. So when we're thinking about our writing, this is not our topic sentence. This is one of our RDFs, reason, detail, or fact. Given the evidence, what are the reasons? So we're looking for 2 or 3 reasons that Jonas should leave the community, and then 2 to 3 reasons why Jonas should not leave the community. So based on the evidence, you're going to come up with your reasons. Those will end up becoming body paragraphs with the evidence and support, and we'll talk about how to put those together later on. This video was put together in case I couldn't be there, or in case you couldn't be there. Hopefully there was enough information. What I would encourage you to do is, if you are working on it right now, I'm going to put up those group pages and go ahead and pause right there so that you have those accessible while you work. And I'm going to move out of the screen. Go ahead, pause it. Have a great day.